I believe that the MLSs have pulled people away from their center. And in doing Ambitious Broker, the one thing I've learned with a lot of really productive people even in the last year, is everyone keeps talking about hyperlocal, hyperlocal, hyperlocal. Everybody. Right. Everybody.
But hyperlocal is how it was when we were in the 80s. Randy, my mentor, corrected me up one day. He told me, I don't work any business south of Roscoe.
Right.
I mean, you just don't do that.
Yeah.
We literally would dominate that area. And I'll give you an example of that. Door knocking my farm. I'm about 3 years in, hit my stride. And I hit a lady on a street called Armstead. And she, hey, you guys think about making any moves anytime soon? Yeah, we're moving. We're moving to Oregon, and we're going to put down the market pretty cool. Great. I'd like to get together and craft a plan.
Right.
Well, my sister-in-law is an agent. Oh, really? She is. Who's she work for? Century 21. Nothing against Century 21. I go, where's their office? No, it's on Ventura Boulevard. I go, oh,
way over there.
That's clear on the other side of the valley. She does have the local knowledge and the connection to the agents and things that I know to get you top dollar.
Right.
Tell you what, let me talk to you in your house. Let me just have 2 weekends. Let me see what I can do. They let me have 2 weekends. And I end up meeting Chan Ho Park and his wife. I remember because Chan Ho Park ended up being the same name as a pitcher the Dodgers had many hours later. And I double-sided that deal. And I don't know, the sister-in-law, I don't know how she felt about it, but that would never happen today. Right now, my wife who's taken over our business, I still love real estate, and I don't play golf very often. I don't hunt or fish. I have very few hobbies. So I still love real estate, and it keeps me, I think it's a value to my agents that I walk their walk a little bit, but I also have the great advantage of having a wife who loves and does most of the work. Well,
I can say sorry to step on you, but this came up with Joe Alexander and talking to him. It's like when I was the top income producer in Southern California for Forrest Olson Company, Coldwell Banker, I was a genius. And when I stopped selling, because of the demands of the business, all of a sudden, some people thought I didn't know the first thing about selling anymore. It's like, so I agree with you. I mean, you staying engaged has been huge.
The first, probably 10 years that I was Todd's partner, I was agent first. I'd lead by example. And as we grew, I kind of took on more of the other side. And he was, a great manager. And I was more the outside guy trying to go get people. But it is true. But over the last year and a half, Chris has sold one in Ventura, 2 sides of that one on the beach. We're in escrow on one on Oxnard right now, just closed one in Moore Park. She's got one in West Covina in escrow right now. That's with her longtime friend who she grew up in that home. Her mom passed, so she's doing that.
Right.
She sold one up in Walnut Creek that's been a few more years, which I said, no, let's refer it out. No, can Chrissy do it for me? I guess we'd go join Emma's and go spend the weekend. It was a good market, and that market's always been good up there. But you're right. I mean, back in the day, man, you owned and dominated that area. And it's interesting that now, through access to technology and using different MLSs and looking at the size of checks, with the prices have grown so dramatically, and the number of transactions are so low that what they call an agent that does 5 transactions a year now. Top producer.
Superstar, yeah.